Yep, you seen the title and that thumbnail. Popeyes got them ghost pepper wings back. And guess what? All wings, everything got them ghost peppers too. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a copycat style Popeyes chicken ghost pepper wings. Y'all ready? Get in your kitchen, let's go. All right, let's do a quick rundown of what we have. So right here we have our chicken, we have some flour here, buttermilk, we have our ghost pepper sauce in this dish right here. We also have ghost pepper sauce in this dish right here. So the same thing in these two dishes. Likewise, with these two dishes, we have some ghost pepper flakes, ghost pepper dust in both of these dishes right here. We have black pepper, we have garlic powder, salt, baking powder, we have eggs, and we have some chicken broth here. Now, if you don't have chicken broth, just use some water. So guys, I'm gonna leave the measurements to the ingredients in the video description below so you guys know exactly what we're using. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is prepare our buttermilk mixture. Now, if you don't have any buttermilk, there's an alternative which I have to use because they don't sell buttermilk here in DR. At least I can't find it. I've been everywhere. Just take you a cup of whole milk and then add you a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Let it sit out for about an hour or so, and you'll see it starts to thicken up. What it does, it makes the milk acidic. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ghost pepper sauce, add it here to our buttermilk. We're gonna take our chili flakes and our ghost pepper dust. We're gonna add it. And all we're gonna do is give that a mix. Just like that. Very simple. We're gonna bring over our chicken, and we're gonna take our buttermilk mixture, and we're gonna pour it over here just like this. And all we're gonna do is take some saran wrap. We're gonna cover this up, and we're gonna let this marinate overnight. 12 hours or overnight, whichever one you prefer. I'm gonna let it marinate overnight, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna get these babies in that hot grease, all right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start preparing our egg mixture. So we're gonna add our 2 eggs here, along with our chicken broth or water, whichever one you have, and our ghost pepper sauce. And we're just gonna get at a mix like this. So this is gonna be our wash, our egg wash that we dip our chicken in. All right, guys? Listen, this stuff smells super hot. So now I'm gonna wrap this up, sit this aside, and also put this in the refrigerator until we finish marinating our chicken. Next thing we're doing, we're gonna go ahead and create our flour mixture. So we're gonna add our flour here to this bowl. We're gonna add our baking powder, our salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and our ghost pepper dust and ghost pepper chili flakes. Guys, you know this is gonna be hot, but we're doing it for the culture. And we're gonna mix that up real good. And likewise, we're gonna cover this up. Also sit this aside until our wings are done marinating, all right? All right, guys, so a day later, I have our wings right here. Now, I've already drained the buttermilk out of them. They have been sitting in the buttermilk, but I drained the buttermilk. And the reason why is because I'm gonna salt these babies. Before we move forward, I'm gonna salt them, pepper them, and I also gonna dust them with some of that ghost pepper. I know y'all saying, man, you taking that ghost pepper to another level. I am, I'm taking it to another level. That's what we make. We making ghost pepper wings. And we want them, not we want them to be, because they will be better than Popeyes, but we're gonna make sure we get that ghost pepper flavor. You know what I'm saying, guys? So next thing we're gonna do is, my absolute worst task is always to double dip and flour them. So we're gonna take our wings, add it to our flour, a couple of at a time like that. Add them to our egg wash. We'll get them moved around in here like that. Take them out. Make sure you shake off all the excess as possible. Add it back to the flour. And then this step, guys, you wanna pack that on it. So you wanna squeeze down on that. Pack that flour in there. We're gonna set them here. I got a little rack over here. I'm gonna set them over here on the side, let them rest while I finish up the rest of them. Just like that, guys. All right, so now we got these babies floured up and battered up. We're gonna head over to our deep fryer and drop them in there, all right? Let's get over to the deep fryer. So we're gonna cook these in a couple of batches. And of course, we're gonna let them cook in about 7 to 10 minutes. Really depends on how big your wings are, but you know, once they rise to the top, we're good to go. All right, guys, so we're about 7 minutes in, and my wings weren't that big, so we're gonna go ahead and pull them babies up. They are rising to the top. Take a look at those babies right there. So I'm gonna move them over to a wired rack, and I'm gonna sit them in my warmer while we do our last batch. All right, so we are done with our second batch. Man, look how crispy those babies are. Oh man. So let's go ahead and get these out of the basket onto our cutting board so we can do our final presentation and get into quality control. All right. Now we have our chicken in a bowl. Now this is my extra step that makes these ghost pepper really ghosty peppery. All right, we're gonna take some of that dust, and you don't have to do that, but I'm gonna take some of that dust because I got some cojones on me that I'm gonna dust this baby with a little bit more of that ghost pepper. If you don't know what cojones are, then look it up. All right, I'm not gonna do too much. They ain't that big. All right, just dust them just a little bit with some of that ghost pepper, and that's all we need. You don't need to put too much on it. That's just to add just some additional heat to it, all right? And there you have it, guys. Copycat Popeyes ghost pepper wings. Let me know what you think about this recipe in the comment section below. I'm gonna leave the measurements and ingredients all in the video description below. Let's jump over to quality control. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, quality control. I'm a little bit nervous because I know ghost pepper is really, really hot. But since this is the Popeyes version, they typically don't have them too hot because this is not like the wet ghost pepper, which I'm gonna try that one day too. Let me know if you want to see the wet ghost pepper. This is more like the just the fried ghost pepper with the batter and then the ghost pepper dust on it. But all throughout the recipe, we added ghost pepper season. So I know you guys saying, shut up, go ahead and do this. All right, so I already have my, I got some water right here. So just in case it is hot, and I know some of y'all saying, you don't supposed to drink water, you supposed to drink milk. Shut up, I ain't got no milk. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Oh man, look at that one. You wanna hear that crunch? Now that's just the skin. I haven't even bit into the meat yet. The skin is good. So far, so good. I taste the heat, but I know this one here is the one that kind of sneak up on you as you continue to take bites. I can feel the ghost pepper creeping up on me, but it's not as hot as if you were just to eat ghost pepper by itself with the wet ghost pepper sauce. But it's definitely, it has some kick to it. Now it's nothing like cayenne pepper. I can taste it, but it's not making me reach for my water. I just did. But it's not making me reach for my water where I just gotta drink something. So, but still a great recipe. I love the flavors. I think it's just the right amount of spice, especially for people who like spicy things, but don't want to get too spicy where it's not enjoyable. I like it because it is enjoyable. Sometimes I just like to try hot stuff just to see if I got the cojones for it, even though it's not enjoyable to eat. These are. And also, they're better than Popeyes. So until then, I'm your cook, Spinell. Y'all already know, all wings, everything. And remember, I'm not a chef, I just cook a lot. And I'm out. Peace.